To end off the Xbox 360 generation, Microsoft had a lot of things going for it. A lot of developers and publishers, including the likes of like Ubisoft as well as EA, really predicted that Microsoft would win the generation based off the Xbox 360, so they were all betting on the Xbox One, which, as we all know, turned out to be the wrong thing to do, as it was kind of a failure and they never really recovered from the initial reveal. With that being said, going into next generation, developers are definitely picking the PlayStation to come out on top, and I think that that's going to be one of the bigger things, at least according to his developer who was talking about the PS5 and the likelihood that most developers are going to use the PlayStation 5 as a means to make their games, as in terms of using the PlayStation development kits for the basis of actually creating these things, meaning it's going to be the lead console in layman's terms. So if you don't know what that is, nowadays everything is pretty much x86 with the exception of the Nintendo Switch, like PCs, Xbox One, PS4, PS4 Pro, Xbox One X, the Scarlet, obviously the PS5. All these things are going to be x86 because it's going to make things like backwards compatibility much easier to use and utilize, and that's something that developers really want, and it's really developer friendly. With that being said, there is that bit of a problem with the fact that Sony has over 100 million consoles out right now, over 1 billion pieces of software, and according to this developer, many developers and publishers are banking on Sony to win the next generation based on the way that they kind of dismantled Xbox this generation, which I don't think would be necessarily the end-all be-all, but I do think that it would definitely bode better for Sony to have games that actually look better. That was a big problem for Microsoft throughout this generation, was the fact that a lot of their games, even the games that they had like multi-platform deals with, they looked so much better on the PlayStation. So there was that, and it does look like there is going to be sort of maybe that to kind of deal with. I think that the Xbox Scarlet should be strong enough in and of itself to actually be able to withstand pretty much everything. But if you do have a more powerful console, like the Xbox One X right now is more powerful. There's just no denying it. It's way more powerful. But the problem is most developers don't take advantage of it. Look, you can even get ray tracing out of that, and Microsoft's own first party finally did something incredible with Gears of War 5, but most developers don't take the time. Maybe 10 games in over 2 years have really taken advantage of what the X can do, and going into next gen, if they have a more expensive box but it's also more powerful, it likely won't mean much if developers are using the PlayStation 5 as the basis to create their games anyway. So a little food for thought, could be interesting, and it could mean that Microsoft could be a little bit in trouble right out of the gate. I would love your guys' thoughts and opinions. Please let me know what you think. Sound off, rate, comment, subscribe. If you enjoy the content, please hit that bell. Please maybe consider becoming a member of the channel as well, as it helps out tremendously, and we will catch you next time. Have a great day. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.